Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to your hostess, your host with the mostest tonight, Roger Robillay.
Thank you very much, Ron. Ron Soul, another person without whom this would not be possible. We're so pleased to be here in this great room, and you all are in for a treat tonight. Some of you know everyone on stage, some of you not. This will be one of those occasions where we have almost as many people on stage as we have of you out there. But on my extreme right over here is Paul Calicote. Paul goes back a long time, longer than he probably cares to say in the area here. Singer-songwriter and band member for a long, long time. We've seen him on Songwriterstage. He's been on a radio show at WTSQ, the Musicians Edition. A great songwriter, and you're going to be in for a treat with him tonight. Next to Paul is Rob McNerlin. He'll be accompanied by Paul a little bit tonight, too. In the back over there, Lee Hines on percussion. Behind me, Ryan Kennedy on guitar. And we want to say a special thank you, too, because these Songwriterstage series are now sponsored by Atkinson Pollock, PLLC. And want to thank Mark for being here to do that and to play these great songs he writes. And, of course, incredible vocalist right here, Micah Atkinson. So here we go, Songwriterstage, starting from over there, Paul.
Thank you all for coming out. Appreciate it very much. Roger, thank you for having these. Roger's also been real instrumental in helping me get one of these up and running in Barbersville, Huntington area. It's been pretty successful. I'm going to restart it back up in September. I guess I should start off with something kind of light because I can, you know how Ron's favorite quote is, depression is a songwriter's best friend, and believe me, I connect with that very well. I thought we should probably start with something light. A few years ago, I got to write some tunes with a very famous songwriter who's managed to pocket a few million from writing songs. And one day, he called me for a little writing session, and I went down. He said, you know, Paul, I got online and listened to 28 of your tunes. He said, and they're all good songs. He goes, but none of them are ever going to make you a dime. said, I want you to go home and write a song you think might get played on the radio. So I wrote this tune, took it back to him, and he said, Paul, you need to demo that and get it to me. That was 3 years ago, and I've just about got a new recording done, and it's on that, but I never did get around to getting it to him, so I guess I've kind of done chasing the rock star dream. But this is my commercial radio hit. Now, I was awkward in high school, the skinny redneck nerd, the kid with the broken glasses and the badly buttoned shirt. I'm barely a C+ student. You wouldn't find me on the honor roll. You know I couldn't get a girl to look at me for the first couple years or so. Then I learned to start a conversation, learned to hold my head up high, learned to hide my excitement if I was lucky enough to catch her eye. Still I struck out time and time again, even when I got a car. You know I couldn't get a girl to look at me till I picked up this guitar. Some girls, they like rockers, some like to take it slow, some like it when you bend the strings, and some when you make it flow. Now I found me one, she likes my strum, and I've run off with her heart. Yeah, I finally found a girl who'd look at me since I picked up this guitar. Sitting on this porch swing, strumming kind of soft, my baby brings out some iced tea, and we see the sunset off. Years ago when I played the fair, I became her shining star. Yeah, I finally found a girl who'd look at me since I picked up this guitar. Yeah, I finally found a girl who'd stay with me since I picked up this guitar. Yeah, I finally found the girl that was meant for me. Thank God for this guitar. Thank y'all. No, he said that one might make some, but none of the others.
But it hasn't yet, has it?
Yeah,
Till
I'm coming
now.
out ahead already
Till
tonight.
now.
Early morning, almost dawn. Saddle the pony, I rode him
rhythm of my soul. An angel's boot heel taps out the rhythm of my soul. Thank y'all very much.
Hey, Paul. Get a line of sight with Ryan so you guys can swap. Try to get a line of sight with Ryan so you guys can. I got
Well, they're shooting up the churches. Streets are on fire. I've been begging for a job. Nobody wants to hire. Said, ooh, child, what a price I have to pay. But the harpoons are coming. It's gonna blow my blues away. Daddy's on vacation. He just never made it back. Heard his train a-coming, but it somehow jumped off track. Said, oh, child, what a price I have to pay. But the harpoons are coming. It's gonna blow my blues away. Sunday bells are ringing. I guess I still believe. So I'm praying that tomorrow's got something up its sleeve. Said, oh, sweet child, what a price I have to pay. But the harpoons are coming. It's gonna blow my blues away.
I guess it's my turn again. Is that the way it works? This is the most recent song I've written, and I'm scared to try it tonight because I'm scared I'll blow the lyrics. But when you're a songwriter, you know it's your song anyhow. If you blow it, you can get away with it. It's kind of one of those quiet things. It's called Second Thoughts. On second thought, I could have said I love you more than I did. I could have held that love above me, held back some things I said. Seems I was slow to the table when it came to thinking through all those things that made our train wreck work. Oh, how I wish I'd had these second thoughts first. On second thought, I should have never allowed a heart to stray. The repercussions of a moment that'll last till my last days. Like the weight of a mountain or the wicked witch's curse, regrets always make things worse. Oh, how I wish I'd had these second thoughts first. Now everybody has some, though some they will deny. Living in what might have been ain't no place to reside. On second thought, I wish I'd been there in the end to hold his hand. I could have thanked him for the wisdom that he passed on to this man. I could have held his heart in my hand as it beat its last breath, maybe reconciled this old curse. How I wish I'd had these second thoughts first. How I wish I'd had these second thoughts first.
Great song, Paul.
Thank you.
Here's a new one, but you'll recognize all the words because they all, about every phrase in the song comes out of some old traditional folk song. Morning dew fades from view, so love goes. Cuckoo bird warbles a word, what he says ain't nobody knows. I've been all around this world looking for that Danville girl. From Columbus Stockade I did escape, North Carolina I did go. Heard the white doves sing, waited for a train, sleeping by the old crossroads. I've been all around this world looking for that Danville girl. Danville girl, Danville girl, looking for that Danville girl. See see an old train line runs on time, so I hit the track. To ride these rods, you gotta trust in God. I did and never once looked back. I've been all around this world, looking for that Danville girl. Through the cold rain and snow, from the banks of the Ohio, out to California. A driving wheel and a $2 bill, my companions along the way. I've been all around this world, looking for that Danville girl. Danville girl, Danville girl, looking for that Danville girl. Pawn my watch and chain to see her again. She's the lily of the west. A briar in her heart keeps us apart. I'll never lay my head upon her breast. I've been all around this world, looking for that Danville girl. Her hair piled up high, a look in her eye. I remember her that way. My go-to-meeting clothes and the path that she chose, just turned and walked away. I've been all around this world, looking for that Danville girl. Danville girl, Danville girl, looking for that Danville girl. Thank you.
First you held my hand, then we danced in three. Every defense sailed away. Just a boy in blue with a soul so green. You promised we'd marry someday, but a soldier's life is not his own. The week slowly rolled into years. When the news just stopped, I felt so alone, hiding and fighting my fears. Oh, but once in your life, the flame melts so cold. Once you believe it's all true, I would trade all the fortune my future may hold, church to the hill. Your father's sad face turned away, and your mama cried, I'll accept thy will. But I lost my faith that black day. Oh, but once in your life, the flame melts the cold. Once you believe it's all true, I would trade all the fortune my future may hold, just for one simple waltz with you. Just for one simple waltz with you. Oh, but once in your life, the flame melts the cold. Once you believe it's all true, I would trade all the fortune my future may hold, just for one simple waltz with you. Just for one simple waltz with you.
Now Rob just leans over and says, "Boy, I'm glad you're having to follow that." This next song is called "Cold Dead Hands."
All right.
Okay, now we're getting
Now we're getting
now we're getting there.
songwriting now.
Yeah.
Actually, it's. I was going through a, I'm a depressed songwriter stage, like Ron's familiar with, and this song was writing this song was kind of like therapy for me. Up ahead in the distance, there's a dream I once had. I let it walk off unfinished. I know that seems a little sad, but I never gave up the spirit. I never deemed to resign. I still believe in the calling of these sounds running through my own mind. My dancing shoes serve their purpose. Tapping toes play their part. But this machine kills fascists. I still believe with all my heart. Beneath the voices of freedom, like a Dust Bowl souvenir, Woody's songs are still singing, though he's been 6 feet down for years. So when my fingers finally freeze, shape them gently in an E, kick off a little blues, maybe one last jubilee. When you lay me down to rest, strap my guitar across my chest. I will lead the glory band, just try to pry it from my cold dead hands. the show. There's one thing I hope to know. The shadow of a single soul can change the world in ways untold. So if you lift up your voice, throw your stories on the wind, there's no running from that choice for those that it might gather in. So when my fingers finally freeze, shape them gently in an E, kick off a little blues, maybe one last jubilee. When you lay me down to rest, strap my guitar across my chest, I will lead the glory band, just try to pry it from my cold, dead hands. Just try to pry it from these cold, dead hands. Thank you.
So I do have to follow that, though. You know, you're sitting up here and you're listening and you're thinking, well, how can I top that? And then how can I top? So you just go a different direction, you know. But he mentioned, this is a talking blues song, so I'm glad he mentioned Woody Guthrie in that song. That's why we all sing talking blues songs, because Woody Guthrie. There's one called the Talking Stuffed Rat Disaster Massacre Blues.
He's telling me that.
Show to show, in my car, town to town, playing my guitar. Sometimes out here on the road, there's nothing to do, no place to go. So I just wander around, kill time by looking in the windows. One time way out in the Midwest, I was taking a walk before I took a rest. Just around 2 o'clock, I walked into an old pawn shop. Thought I'd take stock in everybody's hock, maybe find something I wanted. There on the shelf way in the back, come across this big stuffed rat. Priced it from the proprietor. He asked me what I wanted it for. Not too much to do or fuss. I bought it for $10. Don't know why I wanted it. Ain't much you can do with a stuffed rat. Take that rat for strolls out the door. We did go, hadn't gone but about half a block till I got the feeling I was being watched. Followed, looked over my shoulder, there's 3 big rats following me down the road. I picked up the pace, acted brave. There, seemed them rats was everywhere. After every alley and doorway, there's more rats coming my way. By the the thousands now. I was running, and they was running. Them rats just kept a-coming. Run so far and fast, I thought I was dead till I come down to the river's edge. With one big heave and a little throw, out in the river that stuffed rat did go. Much to my surprise, the other ones followed into the tide. Just like Pharaoh's tribe, they drowned. I stood there wondering, thinking what was happening. Well, I started walking back to town, shuffling my feet with my head hung down. I thought and walked and thought, till I come back to that same pawn shop. And I hesitated. That's me hesitating. Stuck my head in the door. Man said, "What you back here for?" Then I asked real slow, "You got any banjos?" Thank you very much.
In my work, I work with coal miners, and I think that they are the toughest, strongest folks around, except for one group, and that's coal miners' wives and children. So here's a song about that.
My heart stood still when the word came down. Trouble in the hole. The best of men trapped underground while a knife cut through my soul. You'll never know the fear I felt, never know the pain. Every prayer I prayed went up in vain. Blood on the mountain, fire in the night. Cold black men moving toward the light. I crossed the river. I chose this life. Can't you see? I am a miner's wife. You live your life of luxury 1,000 miles away. Your lights come on like fantasy every night and day. You take it all for granted, never count the cost. I'm the widow left to feel the loss. Blood on the mountain, fire in the night. Cold black men moving toward the light. I crossed the river. I chose this life. Can't you see? I am a miner's wife.
Okay, I'm gonna get a little dark on you here. The world has seemed dark to me lately, and I'm typically an optimist. I mean, I really am, but sometimes. The song's called "Fallen Dark." Well, I saw a dead crow and I saw a dead snake. Now today ain't shaping up to be a good day. Though the sun is high and the sky is blue, my nose is sniffing some bad juju. And the air is thick like summer sweat, and my heart beats hard in my chest. The heat rising off black asphalt, I kick the wind. Face the falling dark, face the falling dark. Now on the sidewalk, some chicken bones. Put them in a pocket and carry them home. I boil them clean, tie them in a cross. Wear them on a string to ward evil off. But if Satan's mad with his hackles up, ain't no cross of bones gonna call his bluff. Just stand our ground and fight with a pure heart and kick a win. Face the falling dark, face the falling dark. Face the falling dark, face the falling dark. Play me one, Ryan. Now the coming storm blots out the light and obscures the line between wrong and right. Ain't no hellhound's wail or no black cat moan, just a creep and greed like a cancer grown, to distract us from some master sham, to subjugate the common man, to toil and slave from birth to grave, kick a win. Face the falling dark, face the falling dark, face the falling dark, face the falling dark. Thank you.
I'll get to my depressing songs here maybe the next go around. Do a little love song now. One called Western Sky. And right in the middle of it, Ron's going to play this amazing harmonica solo.
I am? I am.
Yeah, and it's going to sound a whole lot like we're in the Southwest and we're hearing a button accordion. It's going to sound a lot like that in the key of C. Just like we, played it before.
Yeah, sure. Many times.
Did you say a butt and an accordion?
I wish I was under the western sky with the one I love. boats would be howling, a hawk will float on the wind. If I was under the western sky, I'd never come back again. I wish I could see the moon rise as the sun set low, standing under the western sky with the one I love so. The shadows will be growing, still will fall with the night. I'd be content with the one I love under the western sky. I'd be content with the one I love under the western sky. Thank you.
Okay.
We just recorded a bunch of songs. Almost done. Here's one.
Home, sailing home, and you'll smile when I come to your door. Home, sailing home, and I won't have to fight anymore. Sailing home, weary from this world and all the battles I have seen, promises I haven't kept, and scores of busted dreams. One more hill to climb, always one more quest. I'm going to the one place where my soul can find some rest. Home, sailing home, and you'll smile when I come to your door. tell me how I strayed, travel worn and on my own, with debts I can't repay. All the times I tried and failed, all the brand new stars, the only thing I have to give is one poor broken heart. Home, sailing home, and you'll smile when I come to your door. Home, sailing home, and I won't have to fight anymore. Sailing home. Thank you.
I mean, I don't know how to follow something like that. About 10 years ago, some folks broke into my home and stole a bunch of my guitars. And I found a couple of them at Dan's Discount Jewelry in Lexington on eBay. So I got a couple of them back. What really hacked me off was I'd been saving all my change. You know, come in from work and throw your change. And I rolled it all up, and I had about $1,200 worth of change in my sock drawer. And they took all my rolled up change. And just, you know, I came home and found a busted roll of quarters in my driveway, and I thought, uh-oh, something ain't right. I go upstairs, and I've got a couple of my fiddles, my violins are laying in the floor. That ain't right. And I look around, and they ran off with 6 of my guitars and a drum machine and a guitar processor and $1,200, which I'd been telling my wife, you know, when I get that to $1,500, we're going to go to the beach for a week. Well, now I keep all my change at work. And I, nationwide, you know, they don't want to come clean when it comes down to paying you for a theft like that. I mean, I've had my homeowners in my car with them for 30 years, and they were still like, well, how do we know you own these guitars? You know? So I sent them a picture of me playing my 614 Taylor that my sweet wife had bought me for my 45th birthday. In fact, that verse is in the song, too. And they said, well, you use that one professionally, so we can only give you $500 on that one. And so I'd do a gig, and I'd say, you know, I'm going to do this song, just so you know, Nationwide's not really on your side. One night, though, there was a Nationwide agent in the audience. It didn't go over very well at all. But all I got out was this song. It's called Guitar Thieves. Well, I used to have an old dobro, seemed so clear to me. You could hit it like a hammer, and it would whine so clear and sweet. I used to have an old Fender that my dad co-signed for me. It was 1967, and a real big deal, you see. But it walked off with a repairman after I'd plumb wore out the frets. Never saw that guitar again, but I still got those regrets. I think they ought to hang 'em high from the toilet tree and let 'em hang a while, so everyone can see that there's the lowest low. Then right below there are horse and guitar thieves. Now once I had a flame maple, a flat top that seemed alive. My baby bought it on my birthday when I turned 45. Then one day somebody took it. They just waltzed right in my home, carried like a dog carries off a bone from pure anger and resentment. Though I'm a peaceful man, I think I probably could have killed him if I had only had half a chance. Well, I think they ought to hang him high from the tallest tree and let him hang a while so everyone can see that there's the lowest low. Then right below there are horse and guitar thieves. Yeah, there are horse and guitar thieves. Thank you. And the reason I say horse so clearly, because one time my wife says, you want to make sure you put the S on that, okay? Because she heard something totally different.
Here's one of those therapy songs. I haven't made any money off this song, but I figured it saved me a couple $1,000 in therapy. Blowing on that sacred harp, tears flowing from my heart. I'm a man on a cross, tie railroad track in the night, trade you all my wrong for right, feeling a little no need to part the sea, I just need some company. Shine a light my way. No need to reminisce, please don't mark me off the list. It's been a lonesome day. Oh, it's me again. You know you're my only friend. Save me, I'm in the lion's den. Seems there's always time to burn the work these idle hands have spurned. It's drawing nigh to dusk, and as that last light fades, the ghost leaves, the dust awaits. My treasures turn to rust. Far away on a hillside green, quiet spot so serene. Can I rest my bones, bathed in your healing the soul. Can I please come home? Oh, it's me again. You know you're my only friend. Save me, I'm in the lion's den. Save me, I'm in the lion's den. Woo. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Let me tell you a little story about my mom. This is Micah's grandmother. You know how mothers tell their kids stories of what kind of help them through life? You know, tell the truth, and work hard, and that sort of thing. When I was about, it's a true story, when I was about 5, my mom told me this story, and it's a little politically incorrect, so I apologize at the beginning, but she said, once upon a time, there happened to be an Italian man, and he took his little 3-year-old boy and put him on the bar. He was in a bar, he put him up there on the bar. And he said, "Jump to Papa." And the little boy jumped, and his dad caught him. And the kid laughed and thought it was great. He put him back up there. He said, "Let's do it again." He said, "Jump to Papa."
It's a very sad story.
And the little boy jumped, and the dad stepped back. And this little kid splattered himself all over the floor and was bleeding and crying. And he got up, and the dad said, "And I want you to remember throughout your life, you never trust anybody." And that's the story my mom told me when I was about 5. Is that right?
That explains a lot.
So we wrote a song about my mom.
When he says we, he means him. You can feel it deep in your bones when mama prays. You can feel it deep in your bones when mama prays. You swear up and down you'll never change, but just like mama wants, your life gets rearranged. Thank you.
Hey, Paul. Do you mind if I squeeze in a little short song here? Can you? Okay, so I want to do this because this has, as Tom, one of my heroes, Tom Paxton said, this is a shelf life song. It only has a short shelf life because it's taken from a current event, and I have to tell you that during the campaign, Donald Trump used to say that he had the best words, and I did not believe him, but he did surprise me a couple of weeks ago. He made up a brand new word, which I was very impressed with. In fact, this word was so good that it was like waving a red flag in front of a songwriter. So this is to the tune of Making Whoopee. This is Making Kofifi. Okay. Yeah, do you? If you know. Okay. He knows all the best chords. Another day, another tweet, open mouth, insert feet, some more made up facts. It's time to react, making kafifi. Another quote, another rant. He should be quiet, but he just can't. His nomenclature is getting stranger, making kofifi. Tweeting random thoughts in his head, using facts that are alternate. The experts all have said he needs to be on meds. Another brag, another boast. Russia helped him, now he's toast. Him and Putin, they've been colluding, making kofifi. Okay, now we all do this together. Now his meaning could be caught if he could only complete a thought. What he's saying, heaven knows. Maybe the emperor has no clothes. Another day, another tweet, open mouth, insert feed, some more made up facts. It's time to react, making kafifi, making kafifi. Oh, you're darn tootin', he loves Putin, making kafifi. There's a truth embargo at Mar-a-Lago, making kafifi. All right. Thanks for indulging me. Thank you, baby. Thank you.
I'm gonna screw up my courage here and do a song that I've really never done in public before, and I'll probably blow the lyrics. But hey, you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. It's basically a song about my life. It's called "In Spite of This." My daddy never liked to spit and cuss. He was always pretty clean in front of us. If a damn ever escaped his lips, it for sure was something important to him. Once he turned the dining table upside down, scattered food and broken dishes all around. He never hit Mama, but he shook his fist. And I turned out fine in spite of this. Yeah, my growing up was fine, though they didn't spare the rod if I was out of line. And it never hurt much, each lick was light, swung with love and a lesson in life. Now my mama, she was sweet and warm, but she could turn on a dime into a raging storm. More than once I had to give my own switch, but I turned out fine in spite of this. And my sisters would scream and fight, but it was all right come the morning light. Once Melva kicked a hole in the bathroom door, 'cause Robbie stole her water when the tub got full. Well, I'd run and hide when things got mean. Sometimes I'd pray just to go to sleep. There was some things I could have stood to have missed, but I turned out fine in spite of this. And then my brother died when I was 6. Something from birth that they could not fix. Poor mama, she cried for months and months on end. Things were never the same again. And I guess that's the way it's supposed to be, and I guess for the most part I agree. Still sometimes I shake an angry fist, but I'll be alright in spite of this. Then we buried my mama next to her son. Lavender covered her suffering dawn. And then 6 months later we buried Dad too. Some things in life you're not meant to get through. Now I guess that's the way it's supposed to be, and I guess for the most part I agree. Still sometimes I shake an angry fist, but I turned out fine in spite of this. Yeah, I turned out fine in spite of this. Well, I still blew it. Thank you.
Here's one we can all play, a blues song in the key of A. Nothing much to say, it's just a blues song in the key of A. Well, my airplane is flying through the twisted pines. Can't say I'm happy, but I'm content most of the time. I still remember it still. Now how my good gal would rock me in them old cotton fields. Yeah, we'd sit on her Davenport alone in the dark. Now this old airplane's about all that'll spark. I still remember it still. Now how my good gal would rock me in them old cotton fields. Got one wrong. say something good, boys. Don't say a word. Do you want to ride with me? Not a word will be heard. I still remember head steer. Now how my good guy would rock me in them old cotton fields. As close I come to drinking was kissing those lips of hers. As close I come to wrecking was on all her curves. I still remember head steer. Now how my good guy would rock me in them old cotton fields. Thank you.
Yeah.
What a band. What a band.
Okay, here's a song we've never played out yet. Here's the first time. There are, I think, 60 million homeless people, refugees in the world. And this is the story about one of them, who was a young girl. We had lots of percussion when we recorded this, so leaves, butterfly.
I am still a young girl, crowded and alone. The skin that covers up my soul is harder than a stone. Once I had a future, once I had a past. Now the only thing I know is nothing ever lasts. One day I saw a poor boy, the blood ran down his face, still in shock and pushed around, chased from place to place. Tried to think of what to do, think of what to say. But when he stared into my face, his eyes scared me away. Once I had a brother, long time ago, beaten up and battered, with nowhere to go. He wore a crown of thorns, I'm a refugee. He was homeless, homeless just like me. just like me. Every soldier dreams of coming home. Every bird flies to her nest. Just an orphan out here on my own. Oh, but some sweet day I shall find some rest. I shall find some rest. I shall find some rest. Shall find some rest. Thank you.
Ron, I'm in E, which would be an A harp for blues, I guess. See if I can get through this one. Like a trip, bust up my knees. Or I could fall, knock out my teeth. Or if I'm screaming like I've got a kidney stone, you never leave me alone. Dark clouds gather over my head. Things hurt so bad that I wish I was dead. But you won't leave me standing in the pouring rain, 'cause you are my sunshine through the pain. Well, darling, when you're near, I just can't cry no tears. You brighten up my every day. Let me hear you whisper that sweet something in my ear, makes the hurt go away. If in the dark I stub my toe, or shaving whiskers I about slit my throat. If lightning strikes me right through my telephone, you never leave me alone. Take it, boys. Yeah, darling, when you're with me, I just can't feel no pain. You brighten up my every day. Well, let me hear you whisper that sweet something in my ear, makes the hurt go away. Fever sinks deep in my bones. Delirium makes me start to moan. No, I'm telling you're one to sing. You are my sunshine. Yeah, you are my sunshine. You are my sunshine through the pain. Thank you.
Here's another kind of desperate song. Gosh, I was trying to figure out the year. 17, 18 years ago, I worked on this record. The first song I did tonight was one called Cowboy Boot Hill, and that was the title of a record I recorded down in Hendersonville, Tennessee at Johnny Cash's studio, and John Carter Cash produced it. And this song here, I guess maybe being in the studio where John was recording, he was working on one of those American recordings during the day, and we were recording at night, but it took on that kind of boom chicka Johnny Cash feel. It's called Powder and Lead. Well, I've looked for trouble since the day I was born. In a crowd of people, I'm always alone. I never back down, I just keep pressing on. If you'll hold my coat, I'll cast the first stone. Seems I've always been under the thumb, raised looking up the barrel of a gun. I'll cry for your laughter and I'd kill for your fun. I'll die in my tracks, but I'll never run. I ain't worth the salt they put on my bread. I ain't worth the powder, and I ain't worth the lead. To load up some shotgun and blow off my head, I ain't worth the powder, I ain't worth the lead. A debt to the devil I'll pay at the grave. I'll deny my birth come God's judgment day. As I stand alone with nothing to say, paying the price for living this way. I ain't worth the salt they put on my bread. I ain't worth the powder, and I ain't worth the lead. To load up some shotgun and blow off my head, I ain't worth the powder, I ain't worth the lead. I ain't worth the powder, I ain't worth the lead. Thank you.
Rob,
Yes.
Ryan just said that's worse than the blues.
That is.
Here's another news for the first time song. It's kind of a gospel song.
All right. We need that right now.
Sort of.
Not for real gospel.
You better get yourself in line. Oh, he's a coming. Right gonna run out of time. Oh, he's a coming. Rich gonna He's gonna say who's first and who's last. Brian Kennedy. He's gonna put an end to war. Whoa, he's a coming. High and mighty will be no more. Whoa, he's a coming. He's gonna lift the sick from their beds. Whoa, he's a coming. He's gonna shake the earth. He's gonna raise the dead. Whoa, he's a coming. You better believe him. You better receive him. Make up for your past. He's gonna say who's first and who's last. Thank you.
This will be the last round for tonight. How about a hand for everyone on stage here? Paul Calicote, Rob McNerlin, Mark and Micah, Ryan Kennedy, Ron Soul, Lee Hines back there. I tell you, those people down on the levee, they just don't get it. They just don't get it. The things that happen with Songwriterstage, time and time again, never cease to amaze me. We'll be doing this again, I guess it's 4 weeks from tonight. Check your Fridays next month, the fourth Friday. We'll be looking on Facebook for who we'll have, but we'll do one more round here, and then y'all can pick something you'd like to all do together. Songwriterstage. This is the first new one here. How about this? Huh?
Well, thank y'all for coming and listening. I still blew a couple of them. Honestly, I'm an old man, and I've got a bad hip.
You wrote it the
I
first
have-
time, Paul. You can read
I
it.
literally have to have my hip replaced. But in my head, I'm still 25. So it's kind of strange to be in this place. You know, more than a couple years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, there was a news story where here in Charleston, I guess a guy and his girl were arguing and fighting, and the little boy in the car got out on the interstate and he got hit, and he was gone.
You know, when I worked for Court Television, we actually covered that trial. I remember that.
Yeah, this song came out of that, and I'm sorry, but it's probably the saddest song I've ever written. Sometimes this old world breaks my heart, like hearing your child crying in the dark. I can't seem to understand how it could figure in a plan that such pain and suffering must leave a mark. Yeah, sometimes this old world breaks my heart. Now we sailed down a river of tears, oblivious to much that we'll hold dear, until the moment's past and there's only echoes left of the laughter that fades across the years. As we sail down this river of tears, and sometimes I get crazy mad at God. If he's capable of all, I know some things that he should stop. Seems crazy wrong to me, thousands of daily tragedies, the rip up worlds and toss the shards apart. Yeah, sometimes I get crazy mad at God. Now sometimes this whole world breaks my heart. It crushes like a vice until the fractures start. Then it instantly implodes and it shakes what faith I hold. It leaves me walking lonesome in the dark. Yeah, sometimes this whole world breaks my heart. Yeah, sometimes this whole world breaks my heart. Yeah, sometimes this whole world breaks my heart. Sometimes this whole world breaks my heart. Thank you.
Thanks everybody for coming out, and thank all these guys and girls. It's an honor to be up here with them. Do a gospel song now, one called "Are You on the Rock and Roll?" And this always reminds me of a story. So the Rolling Stones come to Nashville, Tennessee, and Marty Stewart knew some of the guys in the Stones, and so he asked his wife Connie Smith if she wants to go see the Rolling Stones. Sure. So they go to the show and go backstage, and Connie meets everybody and all that. And on the ride back out to Hendersonville, where they live, he says, "Constance, what'd you think of the Rolling Stones?" You know, she says, "I think we need to put those boys on the prayer list." The best review I've ever heard of a concert. So here we go, on the rock and roll. Well, are you on the rock and roll, brother? Are you on the rock and roll? Are you standing on the rock? Is your name on the roll? Are you on the rock and roll? It's a mighty, mighty long way to glory, but you're bound to go. No matter what lies in the path ahead, if you're on the rock and roll. Well, are you on the rock and roll, brother? Are you on the rock and roll? on the rock and roll. Thank you all. Thanks for singing along. Thank you.
We'll make an announcement. Once a year up at our house, we have a concert, free concert. You get popsicles if you come.
All right.
And we're doing it Monday, July 3rd. Ron and Ryan are going to play with us. There's little flyers here. We had about 130 people last year. Come on out. Everybody's invited.
Beautiful place.
It'll be fun. Yeah.
What kind of pop?
What are you, grape, cherry, orange?
We'll do a song somewhat similar to what you just heard. This is a song, fairly new song too. There's a long tradition that everybody here knows of Appalachian songs about in the next world you still get together with your family. Will the circle be unbroken? Orphan Girl, Poor Wayfaring Stranger, all those songs about that. So this is kind of the same thing, and the chorus is meant to be a sing-along. So you'll figure out the words real quick. It's in C, play, sing, stall. Ryan will play the intro.
Rehearsal's over.
Yeah, we got it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Funny how your childhood dreams all just fade away. Now and then a childhood friend by your side will stay. But you came back just in time to help me pass the pain. And now you're gone, I'll carry on. Life won't be the same. Heaven is a lonely place. I don't want to go. Deep inside, a quiet voice tells me it can't be so. Friends at first, friends at last, friends forevermore. I will find you on the other shore. I will find you on the other shore. On the day that I left home, you tell me that you cried. Locked your door to your room to hide your softer side. Father's heart can fall apart. All your words were true. I wish I could be what you want. Wish I could be you. If heaven is a lonely place, I don't want to go. But deep inside, a quiet voice tells me that can't be so. Friends at first, friends at last, friends forevermore. I will find you on the other shore. I will find you on the other shore. Decades come, decades go, we always shared a dream. The way life goes, the highs and lows are smaller than they seem. I confess, I'm not the best at what I feel I hide. But on that day that never ends, I want you by my side.
got a. Yeah, there you go. You know what Hank Williams songs, Rob? Yeah.
I'm not recalling a couple.
Something we could all sing. I saw the light.
Who else? You know verse?
Can you hear that lonesome whippoorwill? He sounds too blue to fly. The midnight train is winding low. I'm so lonesome I could cry.
Have you ever seen a night so long? This time goes crawling by. The moon just went behind a cloud to hide his face and cry.
Did you ever see a robin weep when leaves begin to die? That means he's lost the will to live. I'm so lonesome I could cry.
The silence of a falling star lights up a purple sky. The midnight train is winding low, and I'm so lonesome I could cry. I'm so lonesome I could cry. Paul Calicote, Rob McNerlin, Micah and Mark Atkinson, Ryan Kennedy, Ron Soul. July 28th, next time. Be watching.
Thank you all. Thank you.